to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from our friends from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicoletbank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, we are back. We are back live, too, which is even better. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties here thanks to the IT staff here at Wild Rose High School, Middle School. Certainly Steve Yeska, the athletic director, getting us back on the air here. So much obliged there, Steve. Great job for us. 18-4 our score, under 7 minutes to go here in half number one. Olsen bounces it in over to Conrath. Conrath back over to Lambrecht, back up top to Conrath. Conrath, long three on the way. That one misses short. Pulled out of there by Williams, up to Flaker, out in front to Schober. Bembenek gets it down into Nelson. Nelson over to Schober. Williams going in with it. Jacob Williams, and that one in and out. That one that was 85% down and rattled right out of there for Jake. So Jake with 5 points here tonight. Three ball, that one. And a miss long. Poked over to Bembenek. Gets it out front to Schober. Schober going with it, and he is going to draw the blocking foul. And they'll get Conrath on that one. That will be his second personal foul, as we mentioned here in our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show. Jaden, one of the offensive juggernauts in terms of production. So Schober at the free throw line. First one is up, and it is no good. And he will get a second. Crew Rebholz checking back in here for the Cardinals, for the Wildcats. Schober's second one is up, and it is good. So Schober, one of two there. 3 of 4 here tonight for Sully from the free throw line. Shelley applying a little bit of pressure here. Conrath gets it out. Conrath going up strong with it, and count it for Jaden Conrath. For the end one here, he'll go back to that Serb-Pro free throw line. Will Jaden. They're going to get Nelson on that one. That's going to be his second personal. Harrison Vogel back into the game here for the Cardinals. Conrath looking to try to complete the end one here with the 4 points here tonight. That one is up, and it is good. So Conrath able to convert and complete the end one. Jaden Garski checking back in here for Schober for the Cardinals. Just under 6 minutes here to go in half number one. Williams up to Rebholz. Rebholz defended there by Lambrecht. Lambrecht comes out of there with it, tiptoeing the line there, and kind of a melee there, we'll say. Williams and Lambrecht is just kind of all over the place here. This Carson Lambrecht, just the sophomore, going up with it and score it for Wyatt Bowen. So Bowen now with 4 points. 19-9 our score. And they're going to get Bowen on that one. I believe that's going to be his third by my math here. We'll see, though. So Ricky Button will check back in. And so that is the third there for Wyatt Bowen. Sends Jacob Williams to the line here. His team out front here by 10. First one is up, and that one is good for Williams. 6 points here tonight for Jake. So you've got Flaker, Garski, Williams, Rebholz, and Vogel on the floor now for Pacelli. That one up and is good. So Williams, perfect 2 of 2 there. 7 points here tonight for Jake to lead all scorers here early goings. And pulled out of there by Bryce Flaker. Bryce Flaker, one man to beat. He'll go up with it, and Bryce Flaker now with 4 points in the game. Extending, tying for the largest lead here for the Cardinals. 23-9 our score. Conrath picked up there by Flaker, bounces it over to Grayson Bowen. In the corner there by Durham. Foul's going to be called. I think they're going to get Vogel, but we'll see. They will get Vogel on that one. That's going to be his third, so Nolan Reimer will check back in here in place of Vogel by way of his third personal. Pacelli now with the 9 team fouls. Wildcats with the 7. The infamous single bonus. I give thanks here tonight to Maida Custom Apparel. They specialize in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual team uniforms and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more, MaidaCustom.com. That is MaidaCustom.com. So Lund at the Serve Pro free throw line. And a timeout taken here. We'll take a brief pause ourselves. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
It's easy.
come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
All right, we are back. Want to give thanks also here tonight to Simplicity Credit Union. They bring home the win with great mobile options and the right loan for your family, your business, or your home. Check them out at simplicity.coop today, and that's Simplicity Credit Union. So Darian Lund looking to get on the board here at the Serve Pro free throw line. First one, that one rattles in and out. So Williams up top here for Pacelli with the 14-point lead. Good ball movement there. Garski 3-ball, that one misses, rebounded there by Conrath. He also leads their squad here with about 7 rebounds a game as well, does Jaden. That one turned away, so back to Pacelli it goes. I give thanks here tonight also to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find great deals on tires at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Up to $175 off now through December 18th. There's no better time for new tires from Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. So Flaker bounces it. Williams 3-ball. That one misses short. Rebounded there by Garski. Back up to Flaker. Flaker 3-ball and count it for Bryce Flaker. So he now has 7 points here tonight. Both him and Williams with 7 points apiece here for the Cardinals. Ball turned back over to Garski. Garski, a little bit of a Euro step there, and a foul is going to be called on the floor here. That'll go against Grayson Bowen. Garski's up and good. He's first. Extending Pacelli's largest lead. Perfect 2 of 2 there for Garski. So 28-9 our score. Just under 4 minutes here to go in half number 1. Gets it down into Conrath. Good defense there, picked up by Rebholz to cut that baseline off and force that turnover here. So back to the Cardinals. Williams finds Rebholz down though, back over to Flaker, back to Williams. Williams turnaround jumper, 3-ball, rattles in and out, rebounded, pulled down there by Ricky Button. Button back over to Conrath. Conrath swings it over to Lund, back over to Button there. Conrath surveying the floor. Pretty good defense here thus far here for the Cardinals. Of course, they are looking for their first victory on the season and played a trio of non-conference games here. Looking to get their first conference and overall victory. Reimer, 3-ball, that one misses short. And back to the Wildcats it goes. Wildcats able to break the pressure there out in front to Durham. Durham picked up there by Rebholz defensively. Back over to Button. Garski playing some pretty good defense there. Williams with the help over to Flaker. Flaker bounces it into Williams. Williams unable to hang on to it. Back to the Wildcats it goes here. 28-9 our score. 2:28 here to go in half number 1. Shelley with their largest lead here tonight. A 19-point lead. Is it down low and another turnover there. Garski comes out of there with it. Garski, the full head of steam there, gets it over to Williams. Back to Garski. Garski pull-up jumper, 3-ball. That one misses short. Wildcats in transition, and Garski, good defense there. It will stay with the Wildcats. Conrath, baseline corner there. Gets it down into Durham. Durham, nobody home, so it's back to the Cardinals. Give thanks here tonight to Bruce Orthodontics. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances at Bruce Orthodontics. They're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. That's Bruce Orthodontics. So Pacelli here, that's going to go against Rebholz. It looks like that'll be his first personal foul here tonight. Team foul number 10. A double bonus here, so to the free throw line will go the sophomore Tucker Durham. The Serve Pro free throw line. First one is up, and it is good for Durham. So his first point of the game here. Durham's second. That one is up and in and out for Durham there. And a foul called here again. Conrath at the Serve Pro free throw line. That one is up. That one misses short for Jaden. And that was Flaker on the foul, his second. So Bembenek checks back in here for the Cardinals in place of Rebholz. Conrath second, that one misses in and out, rebounded over to Garski. Garski, about a minute and a half to go here in half number one, gets it over to Reimer. Conrath and Button there on the defense. And turned over back to the Wildcats. Lambrecht checks back in here for Darian Lund. So over to Lambrecht. Lambrecht over to Conrath. Down low looking for Durham down in the paint. Three ball on the way. That one rattles in and a three ball. So 28-13 our score. Just under a minute to go in half number one, and that one, Reimer fighting for it. And Durham out in front, and a foul going to go against Williams. And that'll be his second, and that will send Durham back to the Serpro free throw line. So Williams' second personal foul here with 50.6 remaining here. Durham, that one in. So Durham 2 of 4 here from the Serpro free throw line tonight for the Wildcats. Sully Schober and Max Nelson in for Durham's second on the way. That one rattles in. So gets a little bit of that shooter's roll, does Tucker Durham. 28-15 our score, under a minute to go in this one. Turn back over. Durham back over to Lambrecht. Three ball on the way. That one in. So another triple there for the Wildcats. So lead back down to 10 now with just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. You have to think Pacelli looking to get their last shot here of this first half. And an offensive foul called. And I think they're going to get Schober on that one. That's going to be his first personal. So 28-18 our first half score here. Conrath working with it. Back over to Button. Button back to Conrath. Going to have to hurry here. Conrath goes up with it, and that will be your first half score here. 28-18 our first half score here. Pacelli with the 10-point first half lead. We'll bring it back here in just a few moments. We'll go through our first half scoring from both squads here. Again, 28-18 our score at the half. You have been listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff-Faber Real Estate Group.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Nestled in the Wildwood Park and Zoo, the Marshfield Rotary Winter Wonderland has dazzled families with over 1 million lights displayed. Admission is free. Cash donations and non-perishable items encouraged. The Winter Wonderland is open November 28th through December 31st.
My grandparents worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. At no point did I feel like I wasn't being handled by professionals. They were literally taking it on a surgical level, it seemed. Like they were very, very thorough on every step. I feel like Infinity treated my family with the same respect they would have treated their own. I feel like my house is brand new again.
All right, we are back out here at the half, 28-18 our score here. We're going to run down our first half scoring here. We'll start the Wildcats here. So 18 first half points. They are led first half scoring by Braxton Landwehr. Of course, he started off as number 10, and because of some blood on his jersey, the jersey malfunction is now 33, and he had those 2 triples. So he leads the scoring with 6 first half points. 5 points here tonight for Jaden Conrath. And then you get 4 points for Wyatt Bowen, and then 3 points tonight for Tucker Durham. The 18 first half points here for the Wildcats. And switching it on over to the other side of the ledger here, the Cardinals co-leaders here tonight, Jake Williams with 7 points, along with Bryce Flaker. You get 5 points for Sully Schober. 4 points for Crew Rebholes, and then 2 points apiece for both Harrison Vogel and Jaden Garski. And the 1 point for Nolan Reimer in this first half. The 28 first half points here for the Cardinals. So a 10-point lead here. Of course, Pacelli looking for their first victory of the season here. The 0-3 record, all 3 non-conference games to start things off here, but looking to try to not only get a conference win, but also their first overall win here this season. And Wildcats 1-2 on the season. They'll be back in action. They're, at least according to my information here, they'll be at Rosholt conference game next Friday night, the 19th. And Pacelli will be back in action next Tuesday. They'll host the Hornets of Rosholt, and then they'll be on the road next Friday over at Ullman Bancroft. Pacelli last in action Monday night, falling to WIAA Fremont. That one 73-41. Braden Sutter doing our production here tonight for us. Brandon Baroncut on the call. And again, 28-18 is our halftime score. We'll take a brief commercial pause. We'll bring it right back here. We'll run through the scoring just in case you may have missed it the first time around. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff-Faber Real Estate Group.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Looking for a place where everyone feels at home? Welcome to Point Brewery.
your family-friendly tap room with something for everyone. From a wide variety of local brews to classic point sodas for the kids, we've got the perfect pour for everyone. Craving a bite? We've got hot, cheesy Portesi pizzas ready when you are. Whether you're hanging out inside or soaking up the sun in our outdoor beer garden, there's space to unwind. Planning a celebration? Reserve our private event room and make it a gathering to remember. Point Brewery, good times, great taste, all on tap.
For the best food in town, look no further than Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. This locally owned, 50s-themed diner loves to support their community while providing a full menu of breakfast and lunch options, along with all-day breakfasts and Friday fish fry. Enjoy a fun, family atmosphere with delicious meals made from scratch, including skillets and tasty burgers. Dine in or take out is welcome, Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Treat yourself to a mouth-watering experience at the Rock and Roll Cafe on Stanley Street in Stevens Point.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Maida Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Maida Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at maidacustom.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, we are back. We're at the half here, just about a minute and a half or so remaining here, and then we'll get our second half underway. We'll run through the first half scoring one more time here, starting with the host Wild Rose Wildcats. They are led tonight, first half scoring for junior Braxton Landwehr with 6 points. Sophomore Jaden Conrath with 5 points. Senior Wyatt Bowen with 4. And then 3 points here for sophomore Tucker Durham, the 18 first half points for Wild Rose. And Pacelli co-leaders here tonight, first half scoring, both Bryce Flaker and Jake Williams here with 7 points apiece. 5 points tonight for Sully Schober in the first half. You get 4 points for Crew Rebholes. 2 points apiece for both Jaden Garski and Harrison Vogel, and then the 1 point for Nolan Reimer here. So the 28 total team points here. Pacelli with a 10-point lead here going into half number 2. Want to give thanks to all of our game day sponsors. You can visit Marshfield to see the largest holiday lights display in central Wisconsin, featuring over 2 million lights at Wildwood Park, open every night from 5 to 9 p.m. the day after Thanksgiving through New Year's Eve. Admission is free with a suggested donation of a non-perishable food or cash. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. That's visitmarshfield.com. All right. So we are set for second half action here out in Wild Rose. About we'll say about a 38-minute jaunt from the greater Stevens Point Plover area. So Landward inbounded here. You've got Landward, Conrath, Button, Darian Lund, and Wyatt Bowen here for the Wild Rose Wildcats. For the Cardinals, you've got Flaker, Garski, Vogel, Rebholes, and Williams. So same starting five. The only difference here is Landwehr goes up with it, and Landwehr now up to 8 points in the game. Had those 2 triples in the first half. He was wearing number 33 both of those instances, so maybe a little bit of good karma there with the jersey number. Foul is going to be called. And that's going to go against Darian Lund. That'll be his first personal. That'll send Vogel here to the free throw line. Single digit lead now, 28-20. Vogel first. That one rattles out. Vogel second. That one is up, and that one misses short for Vogel. So hustling for the rebound there for Pacelli, 28. All right, back to the Wildcats. Hustle points nonetheless. So Wild Rose looking to try to cut the lead down to 5 or 6. The give is to Landwehr. He's got 8 points here tonight. Bounces it down into Conrath. Back over to Landwehr. Landwehr 3-ball. That one misses in and out. Rebounded, pulled out of there by Garski. Garski guarded there by Conrath. Nice little move there by Garski. Gets it down into Vogel. Conrath picks him up on defense, swings it out to Garski. Garski 3-ball on the way. That one misses short. Landwehr with the rebound. Landwehr the little give and go to Conrath. 3-ball corner pocket. That one misses short. Vogel with a rebound up to Garski. Garski running the floor. And Garski with the charge there. So it's going to be his second personal foul here tonight. 28-20 our score. Just over a minute gone by in this first half of action here out in Wild Rose here at the high school. Good take there by Conrath, goes up with it, and he'll draw the foul. And they're going to get Vogel on that one. That's going to be his 4th personal foul here. That sends Conrath to the Serpro free throw line. Conrath, that one nothing but net for Jaden. 6 points in the game now for Conrath. Schober checking back in here for the Cardinals. Conrath up with it and misses in and out. Flaker takes it in strong. The runner no good. Rebounded by Landwehr. Landwehr swings it over to Bowen. Bowen picked up there by Schober. Going in with a little Euro step. Going to draw the foul is Wyatt Bowen. And he'll have a trip to that Serpro free throw line. That's on Schober, his second. First one up and good here for Wyatt Bowen. Bowen's second from the pro free throw line is up and it is good. So Wyatt now with 6 points in this contest. And that one nearly turned over, so lead down to 5 now here. The Wildcats have cut that deficit in half since the half here. And they're going to get Ricky Button on that. That's going to be his second personal foul here. Team foul number 2 here in the second half. Up top to Rebholz, over to Williams. Williams gives it out to Garski, 3-ball. That one, this is in and out. Conrath with the board. Again, as we mentioned, Mr. Conrath, 20 points a game, 7 rebounds a game, and nearly 4 assists per game. Going in with it left hand, we're going to get a foul called. He'll go back to that Serve Pro free throw line. And it's going to be Schober. It's going to be his 3rd personal here. Wyatt Bowen, that one is good. So Bowen now with 7 points in the game. 3 of 3 from the free throw line is Wyatt. 4th one. And they have jinxed him there, didn't mean to do that. So lead cut down to 4 now. It's 28-18 at the half, going up with it. And a nice little take there by Jaden Garski. Showing that athleticism now with 4 points in the game. Lead back up to 6, 30-24. So Schober going to be called. That's going to be his 4th personal. Team foul number 5. So Max Nelson will check back in here for Pacelli. Virtue of the 4 personals there by Sully Schober. The give is to Landwehr, swings it out, 3 ball on the way. That one is good for Darian Lund. So Lund now with 3 points tonight. Lead down to 3 now, so Williams going to kick it back up top. Back over to Williams. Williams shoots the 3. That one misses short. Garski comes out of there with a rebound, bounces it into Rebholz. Rebholz turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Lund. Landwehr, that one turned back over to Nelson. Nelson out front to Flaker. Back to Williams. Of course, a number of guys here on the football team. Bryce Flaker, a 3 ball. That one misses short. And the long rebound to Ricky Button up to Landwehr back. Conrath 3. That one is in. So the 3-point bucket there for Jaden Conrath. And suddenly we are tied up and a timeout called here by head coach John Shirk. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball action here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Win for you and your school with the Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. News Channel 7 Winter Wonders Coloring Contest. Kids 10 and under could win up to $500 for your school and a gift card for you. Get the details and submit your entry at SherrillTireColoringContest.com. The Sherrill Tire and Auto Service Winter Wonders Coloring Contest is how kids 10 and under could win up to $500 for your school and a gift card for you. Show us your winter wonders with Sherrill Tire and Auto Service and News Channel 7.
All right, we are back. Want to give thanks here tonight to Little Scholars Childcare. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful childcare and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early child learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. So we are all knotted up here at 30 apiece. Conrath with a big triple here to tie things up here. 30-30. Pacelli to inbound it here. Nelson, the give is to Flaker, goes up with it. Looking for a little contact, not going to get it. Back over to the Wildcats, looking to possibly take the lead here. So Landwehr pickpocketed there. Williams comes away with it, and a foul is going to be called on the floor. And that's going to go against Conrath, I think. That'll be his 3rd personal foul here tonight. The 3 team fouls in the second half. Garski surveying it, gives it over to Williams. Williams, nice take, little spin move, gives it back over to Flaker, back to Nelson, back over to Garski. Garski goes in left hand. And they're going to get Garski with the travel there. So 13:43 to go in this one. The Wildcats looking to take their first lead here tonight. And of course, they started off with that 2-0 lead early goings within about that first 45 seconds or so. It's been pretty much all Pacelli since that time, but this one back, tied up. Williams gets it out to Rebholz. Rebholz over to Nelson. A little give and go to Garski, and a nice sequence there. So Garski now with 6 points. Pacelli out front here, 32-30. Applying the pressure here. Landwehr in the backcourt, gives it back over to Lambrecht. Across the timeline, back over to Lambrecht. Into Bowen. Garski trying to induce the turnover up top there. Flaker tries poking it out of there, and the timeout going to be called on the floor there by head coach Jacob Lund. We'll take a brief pause ourselves and bring it right back. You're listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff-Favor Real Estate Group.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Vehicle maintenance is vital to your day-to-day life. That's why Auto Select of Stevens Point reminds you to be sure to schedule regular oil changes, tire rotations, and general inspections to keep your vehicle in great shape. Let the helpful, friendly staff at Auto Select ensure your vehicle continues to keep you and your passengers safe on the roads, as well as keep your vehicle functioning the way it was intended. For quality, dependable automotive care from service experts, place your trust in Auto Select of Stevens Point. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, we are back here. 12:50 to go in this one. Pacelli here with a 2-point lead, 32-30. Wildcats looking to potentially tie things up or even go out in front here. Back over to Lambrecht to Landwehr, back to Wyatt Bowen. He'll get it up top. Conrath thought about it for a moment, over to Landwehr. Conrath and Landwehr, both their co-scoring leaders, both the two of them combined average nearly 34 points per game. Over to Lambrecht. Lambrecht back to Conrath. 3-ball on the way, long three. That one rattles in. And a 3-ball for Braxton Landwehr, his third triple here tonight. He's in double digits now with 11 points. Flaker goes in strong, draws a foul. And that's going to go against Lambrecht. That'll be his first personal. Lakers first is up. That one misses short. Rice with 7 points here tonight. All of those in the first half. Second one is up, and it is good. So Bryce, 1 of 2 there from the free throw line in that sequence. Tied up at 33 apiece. Conrath, certainly one of their sharpshooters here for the Wildcats. The 3-ball, that one from Bowen, that one misses, and Max Nelson with a rebound. Up to Garski. Under 12 minutes to go in this one. Gets it over to Nelson. Williams Nelson going strong with it. Max Nelson the take, and he'll draw the foul. And that's going to go against Lambrecht, his second personal foul here. Nelson's first, in and out. So Grayson Bowen checks back in here for the Wildcats. Checking in for Wyatt Bowen. Nelson's second to try to take the lead here. That one is up, and it is good. So Nelson 1 of 2 on that one, and puts the Cardinals back out in front here by 1. Turned over, Williams up ahead to Nelson. Nelson, full head of steam, going up with it, and he's going to draw another foul, and that's going to be the third consecutive foul here. That's going to go against Carson Lambrecht, his third personal. And Tucker Durham set to check back in here for the Wildcats. Nelson first is up, and that is good. Max with 2 points now. Landwehr gets a little breather there for the Wildcats. 11 points. And Nelson converts 2 of 2 there, so he has 3 of 4 here from the Cherry Stripe for the Cardinals. Pacelli now with a 3-point lead. And Williams pokes it out of there. The steal by Williams. Williams, one man to beat, goes up with it, and Jacob Williams doing Jacob Williams type things. Up to 9 points now. That lead extended. Timeout called. We'll take a brief pause ourselves. You are listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you in part from our friends from the Hoffavor Real Estate Group.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
All right, we are back. Want to give thanks here tonight to Valley Communities Credit Union for 90 years. Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong. Valley Communities Credit Union, where community comes first, federally insured by NCUA. That's Valley Communities Credit Union. So the Wildcats looking to try to get it across the timeline, and they do. Conrath, Landwehr set to check back in. Leads the Wildcats with 11 points here tonight. And it's going to go back to the Cardinals. So Landwehr back in here, the sharpshooter for Wild Rose, the 3-3-point buckets here tonight for Braxton, just the junior. Again, we mentioned he's a handful as well at 14 points a game. 4.5 rebounds a game as well, so certainly one of their production leaders. And Nelson to be called for the travel there, so back to the Wildcats it goes. Landwehr inbound it. And they'll get Flaker on the foul there. That's going to be his third personal. Wildcats have clawed their way back into this ball game. They were trailing 10 at the half. Lead cut down to 5. Conrath picked up there by both Flaker and Williams, and a scuffle for the ball here. And a technical foul going to go against the Cardinals, it looks like. I think they're going to get Williams on that. Williams called for the tech. So shooting the technical here will be Grayson Bowen. Number 30, Grayson Bowen here, the sophomore. His first one is up and is good. So Grayson Bowen. Second one is up and it is no good. So 1 of 2 there. So Bowen on the board now. Lead cut down to 4, 38-34, 10-28 here to go in this one. So Brack. Officiating crew here to collaborate a little bit. I think maybe trying to validate the possession arrow, perhaps. Not sure. We'll have a mid-court discussion, though, either way. So back to the Cardinals it will go here. They have the 4-point lead here, 10:28 to go. Garski back to Williams. Williams 3-ball, that one misses short. And Garski showing some hustle points there. Of course, we know he runs cross country and does a pretty good job there for head coach Ryan Iden, showing a little bit of that cross country speed there, we'll say. Williams back up top to Rebholz. Rebholz thought about it, gets it back to Nelson. Nelson down low into Flaker and unable to corral that one. Back over to the Wildcats, gets it back to Conrath. Conrath taking it in and so they are going to get, I believe, Flaker on that one. And that's going to be his 4th personal. That's going to send Conrath to the Serve Pro free throw line here. Conrath up, and that one is good. So Harrison Vogel check in now for Bryce Flaker. Bryce with those 4 personal fouls. 3-point lead here, 38-35. Conrath's second one is up, and it is good. So Conrath perfect in that sequence. Under 10 minutes to go here, 2-point game. Nelson surveying it, gives it over to Garski. Garski taking it in strong. Rebholz 3-ball corner, that one is good. And Crew Rebholz for the triple there, 7 points now for Crew. And the big guy can shoot it from there as well. We know that. So turn back over here to the Cardinals now, lead back up here to 5. Checking back into the game here shortly will be Darian Lund for the Wildcats. Rebholz back over to Williams. Williams 3-ball, that one misses. Rebholz tracks down the long rebound, back over to Nelson, back to Williams. Williams, nice little take there, and Williams and Landwehr with a rebound. Gets it up over to Conrath. Conrath thought about it there. Nelson closes out on the defensive front there. That's a 3. That one misses long. Landwehr, the long rebound. Over to Grayson Bowen and turned over back to Pacelli. A couple of Wildcats checking back in here. You've got Wyatt Bowen and Darian Lund back into the contest here for the Wildcats. As they trail now by 5. This one anything but over, Braden. He would agree. It's good. It's always good when your production person agrees. Nice take there by Nelson. He's going to draw the foul. Is Max Nelson going in strong there. And that's going to go against Conrath. That's going to be his 4th personal. So Ben Olsen will check back in here for the Wildcats. Nelson, that one is up and it is good. So Max Nelson, 4 of 5 here tonight from the free throw line. Olsen back in for Conrath. Going to try to extend that lead to 7, and he does. So Max Nelson, 5 of 6. And Williams nearly comes out of there with a hustle on the floor here. And so bit of a skirmish there, we'll say. Back to the Cardinals here. Nelson to inbound it. Back up top to Williams. They have the 7-point lead. Don't necessarily need to hurry, but look for a good high percentage shot, no doubt. One would think. Garski, and they're going to get a foul on the floor called. I think they're going to get Olsen on that one, but we'll see. So Ben Olsen called for the foul, his first personal foul here tonight. Garski to the charity strike. 6 points tonight. That one is up and is good. So Garski now with 7 points. And this is on that one. Williams, 3-ball, Jacob Williams. He now has 12 points here tonight as Jake. Lead back into double digits, 11-point lead now for the Cardinals, and foul's going to get called here. I think they're going to maybe get Williams, but we'll see. And they will. That's his 4th at the 7:59 mark here, and Bowen from the Serb Pro free throw line. That one is good. Wyatt Bowen. Carson Lambrecht back in here for Ben Olsen. Williams checks out. Nolan Reimer checks back in. Of course, Williams with those 4 personal fouls. We can't afford to pick that 5th up. That one misses. And the rebound pulled down there by Nelson. Garski up top here, surveying the floor here. 7:45 to go in this one. Shelley with that 10-point lead. Reimer, Nelson, cross-court pass to Garski. Garski, 3-ball, that one misses short. Poked back to Rebholz. Nelson, 3, that one in for Max Nelson. Shades of Drew Nelson even, I think. I think Max probably has a better jumper than Coach Drew. That's my opinion anyways. You might not agree, but showing that range is Max. So foul called on the floor here. The aforementioned Max Nelson, that'll be his 3rd. And the Serb Pro free throw line goes that one rattles out for Bowen. Lead 13 here for the Cardinals. Bowen's 2nd one is up, and this is long. Bounces it into Vogel. Vogel going strong, and he's going to draw the foul, and I think they're going to get Lambrecht, and I think that will be his 4th. So Vogel to the free throw line. goes in, so Vogel gets the shooter's roll there. 3 points tonight for Harrison Vogel. Conrath checks back in here for Lund. Vogel second one, that one misses short. So the lead, the deficit here for the Wildcats, 14, going up with it. A nice move there by Wyatt Bowen. Starting to run out of ink here. Wyatt very productive here tonight. Rebholz goes up with it. And coming down, and we're going to get a foul on the floor here. And they're going to get Rebholz on that one. It's going to be his second personal foul here tonight. Both teams in that double bonus. So Jaden Conrath to the Servpro free throw line. That was up and is good. So Conrath try to cut that deficit to 10, and that one misses short for Jaden. 6:39 to go in this one. Pacelli with the 11-point lead, far from over though, as we have seen the Wildcats claw back into this one. Really kind of that first 4.5 or so minutes of the second half. Pacelli has come back out with it, maintaining now that 11-point lead up in front to Vogel, unable to finish, and rebounded, pulled down there by Ricky Button. Back over to Conrath. Conrath thinking about it there for a moment. Nice pass to Lambrecht. Lambrecht unable to finish down low. Nelson with a rebound. Max Nelson having himself a very fine second half. And Vogel going in with it. And Harrison Vogel, the continuation there. 5 points tonight for Vogel. Under 6 minutes to go in this one. Pacelli out front here, 53-40. Nice take there by Bowen, and boy, I tell you this, Wyatt Bowen, he's not messing around here. He is. I'll have to add up everything here in a moment, but had himself a whale of a game here for the Wildcats. Garski in the corner there, and foul going to get called here. I think they're going to get Button on that one, I think. And they do. That'll be his personal foul number 3. Garski at the free throw line here. 5:19 to go in this one. 11-point lead. Garski, first one is up, and it is good. Four of 5 here tonight from the free throw line for Jaden. That one is up and it's good, so 5 of 6 now make that. 9 points in the game for Jaden. That one turned over. Garski with a steal, gets it out, back up to Reimer. Reimer going in with it, and Nolan Reimer. So Nolan now with 3 points here tonight for the Cardinals. Back up by 15 are Pacelli. Are the Cardinals. I give thanks here tonight to Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Bowen going in with it, bounces it off to Button there, and it's going to be turned back over here to the Cardinals. Under 5 minutes to go in this one. 15-point lead here for the the aforementioned Cardinals. Williams able to break the press there and draw the foul. And they're going to get, I think that's going to go against, Bowen. His fourth. Williams, that one is good. So 13 points here tonight for Jake Williams. That one is up and good. So Williams 4 of 4 here from the free throw line for Jake. Going up with it at Bowen and Wyatt Bowen. My goodness. Timeout called. We'll take a brief timeout ourselves. You're listening to and watching high school basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
All right, we are back. 59-44 our score, 4:36 here to go in this one. I want to give thanks tonight to Stevens Point Orthopedics. Stevens Point Orthopedics is proud to provide complimentary sports physicals to Central Wisconsin athletes. Call 715-344-0701 to schedule your appointment. That's 715-344-0701. Reimer, now one poked out of there. Landwehr out in front to Lambrecht. Lambrecht, Bowen, 3-ball, and Bowen. Wowzer, what's Wyatt Bowen? You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him, as they would say. He has been a force, Wyatt Bowen. Flaker back up to Williams. Williams back over to Flaker. Certainly Pacelli does not need to be in any kind of hurry. Of course, no shot clock in high school basketball. Nice take there by Vogel. And it is going to go back. So they're going to get Vogel on that, and I believe that is going to be his 5th. So he will be done tonight. Finishes with 5 points tonight. And then I'll send Jaden Conrath to the free throw line here, the Serb Pro free throw line. In fact, that one no good for Jaden. And that one is good for Jaden, so he's lead now at 11. Landwehr out in front. 3-ball on the way. That one misses. Williams comes out of there with a rebound. Charlie, you have to think probably looking to try to run some clock here. Schober goes up with it and score it. So Sully Schober now with 7 points here tonight. Schober looking for Flaker down low. And again, you have to think probably at this point with a 13-point lead, don't necessarily need to to rush per se. Easier said than done, I suppose, but it will stay here. Pacelli basketball, 3:06 to go in this one. 13-point lead here. The cutting, Reimer, and he's going to draw the foul, and he's going to go up for the and one potential here for Nolan Reimer. Able to break free there now. 5 points here tonight for Nolan, looking to try to make it 6. That one is up, nothing but net there for Reimer, so 6 points tonight for Nolan. Lead up to 16 now. We're under 3 minutes to go in this one. And a foul call. Boy, I tell you, been no shortage of fouls tonight. Either team. To the Serve Pro free throw line. That one is up, and that one is no good for Wyatt Bowen. And that one no good as well. So Pacelli with that 16-point lead here. You have to think burn as much clock as you possibly can. And that foul going to go against Bowen. And that's going to be the end of Wyatt Bowen's night here. I had him for 17 if my math is correct here. Flaker unable to convert on that one. Wyatt had the 4 first half points. Flaker's second one, that one rattles in. Lead back up here to 17, 65-48 here to go, 2:35 and counting in this one. Landwehr is going to get fouled there by Williams. And that'll be the end of Williams' night. 14 points tonight for Jake. And Landwehr back to the Serve Pro free throw line. 11 points tonight for Braxton. That one up, and it is good. Up to 12 now for Braxton. Near his 14-point per game average through the first 3 games in this very early season. Landwehr's second one is up, and it is good. So timeout called. We'll bring it right back. You've been listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
All right, we are back here, 65, 52 and a half minutes here to go in this one. The Cardinals looking, as we mentioned here tonight, to come out of here with both a conference win as well as their first overall victory on this young season. Head coach John Shirk, of course, all of the coaching staff here for the Cardinals. Travis Kemp, Bailey beg your pardon, Josh Nemec, Tom Rotkin, Andy Weed in here. So Schobert to inbound it. About to Nelson. Gonna have to get it across that 10-second timeline. They do. Out to Rebholz. Rebholz, little baby hook there for Crew Rebholz. He's got 9 here tonight. Landwehr, long three. That one misses a little long. Rebound snagged there by Flaker, and Pacelli again. You have to think probably run as much clock as possible. Skarsky checks in here for Schobert. 2 minutes remaining in this one. So Conrath inbounded here for the Wildcats. Pacelli with that 17-point lead. Looks to be, you would think, in hand at this point. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show at the conclusion of this one. Jump ball called. It'll stay right here with the Wildcats. 9 seconds or so comes off in that sequence. Conrath to inbound it. Gets it back up top to Button. Landwehr turnaround jumper, and Landwehr score it. 15 points tonight for Braxton. Some pressure being applied. Max Nelson over to Reimer, gets it to the cutting Crew Rebholz, unable to finish down low. And going up with it, and foul going to get called. I think they're going to get Nelson on that one. That'll be his 4th. That one no good for Conrath. That one is up, and that one no good as well for Conrath, so lead remains at 15 here. Pacelli could theoretically just dribble things out here, of course. Rebholz bounces it into Nelson. Then looking to try to burn clock here. Don't need to score. Garski back to Rebholz. Bounces it into Garski, swings it to Nelson. And Flaker will score it. Back to the Serpro free throw line. That's Ricky Button. That one is no good. And that one misses as well. So 28.3, Conrath back to the line here. And that one is up, and it's good for Conrath. That one is up and is good for Conrath. So Pacelli in all likelihood to dribble this one out here, get the first both conference and overall victory here tonight for the Cardinals. And they will, in fact, get the victory here, 69-54, a final here in Wild Rose. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy post-game show, Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy, in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll hopefully get a few words here with head coach John Shirk. We'll get a few moments here with our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player. I have one or two in mind here. We'll bring it right back here for that, for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show in just a few moments. You've been listening to and watching high school boys basketball here tonight on Zaleski Sports, brought to you in part from the Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we are live here. Head coach John Shirk here. Coach, first of all, congratulations. You get your first victory. You get a conference victory to boot. Talk about this. You guys 0-3, obviously coming in. You're a younger team. You graduated a whole slew of seniors, great ball players. Talk about a game like this, first of all.
Well, the intensity is what got us the lead in the first place. You know, and we kept talking to the boys at the end of the first half, and we lost that intensity. And they started gaining momentum, and we didn't gain that intensity back really until about mid of the second half. We came out of the gate still just kind of flat. It shows when the boys play, with intensity, they play tough, and they're rolling. They can make some plays. We got to find a way to get that 36 minutes out of them instead of taking these lows out. But we're getting there. We're getting better every game. Guys are getting experience. They're starting to get used to the speed of the game. And we're slowly getting there. So.
Guys are building there. Yeah, and obviously a very young season, Coach. And you guys are back in action. You've got a game on Tuesday, and then you'll have Rosholt, 2 conference games, actually. Of Rosholt on Tuesday, and then you'll be at Ullman on Friday.
Correct.
How do you prepare for those 2 squads?
Well, you take the highlights of this, and you show them where the success came from, and then we take our downfalls in the game, and we hit them hard in practice. Right now, we're more focused on ourselves than we are the other team. There's stuff that of course, we watch the other team, and we definitely want to know what we're getting into. But with this young of a squad, really need to focus making sure that we're doing what it takes.
And you guys, you did just that you take care of business tonight. You have a home and away next week. Coach, anything more, I guess, what can we look at? You guys have a lot of juniors, obviously. You're very junior heavy. You've got some sophomores, no seniors. Certainly, a little bit more of the youth movement here.
Yeah, I encourage the guys in the beginning of the season to realize that you might have some seniors that are looking into it. You go 0-3 and they're kind of just saying, okay, it is what it is. It's my senior year. It's we're done. But I encourage these guys saying you're all coming back. No matter what this season builds record-wise, you're all coming back, so you're all going to be here next year. So for you guys to want to put the time and effort in to get better, to see the results even next year, is that you have the opportunity to. It's not just one and done for you guys. This year is going to really depend on how we play next year. So really push that with them, not giving up, not worrying about the 0-3 start, because we're building for the long term here. So.
Well, Coach, anything more? Otherwise, I know I'd like to get one of your guys into I was kind of thinking Jake Williams. I don't know if he's still.
It's his birthday today.
It is. Well, we got to get Jake over here if we can, because we want to get him certainly in the house here. If not,
he went out already. Yeah, I guess he went out already. So.
Okay. Well, maybe we could get Jaden in the house. He had a pretty nice game here tonight.
Yeah, actually, Jaden, in the first half, we talked to him about, controlling the game, right? Some of his turnovers. The second half, we told him, when you go out there, you got to control the pace of the game. So we're proud of him. The second half he came, and he was the floor general out there tonight. He controlled the game. He controlled the pressure. He made some big plays, and so the second half our success was definitely huge on Jaden's part. So.
Yeah, and you really described him well, kind of that floor general, sort of that engine, similar to like a Logan Meyer from a couple years back. Coach, anything more before we get it over to Jaden Garski?
We'll let you talk Jaden up.
We got to give you the fist bump, man.
We'll
all right, that's head coach John Shirk. Of course, the victory here. Jaden Garski, kind of the floor general, as your coach mentioned here, really the catalyst for this offense. Talk about your role on this team. I know, as we talked, you're one of many juniors. I think you guys have 9 juniors here. Talk about your role on this squad.
It's really who's ever hot. We got a lot of guys that can come out and put up 10 points, 15 points every night. So, my role is just give them the ball, who's ever hot, and maybe if I'm hot, take a couple shots and,
kind of see what happens from there. And you did that, and really, if you're taking score, you had 9 points tonight, so you're very productive. But more importantly, you don't turn the basketball over. You and Jake, but basically kind of those floor generals. You guys got a couple conference games next week. We kind of get into the thick of basketball. Of course, you have that Century Classic back home. Jaden, talk about these next few weeks here leading into the holidays.
I think we got a tough couple games coming up. 2 conference games in a row here. And I think we got it. I think we can win them.
All right, like the confidence, Jaden Garski. Well, I don't know if you know the drill. You probably do. You've probably seen it a few times here, but I'll count you down. I'll go 3, 2, 1. I'll give you the mic. I'll have you look up there, say your name, and that you are in the house. So I'm going to go 3, 2, 1.
I'm Jaden Garski, and I'm in the house.
And you cannot leave without a fist bump, young man. Nice game. That is Jaden Garski tonight, our Zaleski Sports highlight house player. Jaden Garski is Coach John Shirk, kind of that floor general, obviously Jake Williams and some of the other guys here too. But let's go through the scoring here. We'll start with the Wildcats' final scoring tonight. Wyatt Bowen here leads the Wildcats by my math anyways, 17 points. You get 15 points apiece from both Braxton Landwehr and Jaden Conrath. And then you get 3 points apiece for both Tucker Durham and Darian Lund, and then a point tonight for Grayson Bowen here, the 54 team points here for the Wildcats, as they will fall to 1-3 on this young season, 1-1 in that CWC South Conference. Switching it over to the Cardinals here, leading scoring tonight. Jake Williams had the 14 points. As Coach John said, you know, his birthday today. He had a nice game here, one of the 2 floor generals. You get 11 points tonight from Bryce Flaker, 9 points from Jaden Garski, who we just talked to. You get 8 points for Max Nelson, 7 points tonight for Sully Schober, 6 points tonight for Nolan Reimer, 5 points for Harrison Vogel, and of course Crew Rebholes, who I didn't say, he had 9 points as well. So you get the 69 team points here for the Cardinals. Again, they come out of here with a victory, not only a conference victory, but their first victory on this young season here. They'll be back in action next Tuesday hosting Rosholt, and then they will be at Almond Bancroft next Friday night. For all of us at Zaleski Sports, Brandon Baroncott on the call, Braden Sutter. Have yourself a very good rest of your night, everyone.